Hi, I'm Judy. Welcome to your Yin Yoga Root Chakra flow, and also welcome to Go with Yin Yoga. Go ahead and come either to a comfortable seat. You can be sitting on a block or some blankets, a bolster if you have it. I suggest you have all those props with you, and a strap of some sort, a bathrobe tie, a towel, whatever, could also be very useful in this flow. And here comes Bandit, wants to say hi. And I'm also going to suggest that starting on your back might be very comfortable for this particular practice because it's going to be done completely on our back. Today's practice is very grounding. So go ahead, get into that position, let go of anything that came before now, and begin to notice your breath. Your spine is long, whether seated or laying down. Crown of the head sits tall on top of your spine. Shoulders relax, face relax. We'll start by chanting L-A-M, which is pronounced as LUM, and that is the mantra that is associated with your root chakra. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, and either listen to me or join with me. Deep breath in. With the exhale out through your mouth. One last time. Deep breath in. Exhale out through your mouth. And then a deep breath in to chant. LUM. 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 And just continue on as I let you know what this practice is about today. On a physical level, we are going to be strengthening our back and our hips. On a more subtle level, we're going to be thinking about grounding and feeling supported in our lives. And if you have an intention that you'd like to set, now is a good time to do that. Instead of an affirmation, today I'm going to pose a question, and I want you to continue to ask yourself this as we move through this practice. What does grounding mean to me? Okay, just keep that in mind, and I will keep reminding you of that. And after we're completely finished, I have a few journaling prompts for you along those lines. So go ahead and let go of the mantra. Just begin to take a few breaths in and out through your nose. Notice if there's been any kind of shift since you sat or lay down on the mat, energetically, mentally, emotionally. And this is just the start. So go ahead and either grab a bolster or a couple of blocks. See if I can work around Bandit. A strap is optional, but I am going to suggest that. It allows your legs to relax, and you're going to want it up around your thighs if you have one. And if you don't, perfectly okay, like I said. Soles of the feet come to the mat. And then slowly come down onto your back. Grab a block or two. Press into your feet. Lift your hips and try one block. We are coming into supported bridge. See how that feels for you. Maybe one block is enough. Maybe you want to turn it on the highest level. Or maybe you want to grab a second block. Again, lifting your hips. Stacking one block on top of the other, taking under sacrum, and just coming into supported bridge. Let your back relax. Really feel into the ground with your feet, your whole feet, your big toes, your pinky toes, your heels. Now take your arms out to a T, palms down. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And ask yourself, what does grounding mean to me? And if at any point this feels not quite right on your low back, you can lower the amount of support you have. You can take a brief rest by bringing your knees in towards your chest to give it a little relief, and then come back into the pose. And relax your face. Allow all the muscles around your mouth to soften. Allow the muscles around your eyes to soften. Maybe your eyes roll back deeper towards your head. Last couple of breaths here. I'm going to give you an option for our next pose. You can stay right where you are, or you can stretch one leg out long and then the other leg out long. And inhale, bring your arms over your head. I've seen this pose called Pontoon. I've seen it called waterfall. It's going to stretch out your hip flexor area. For a lot of people, this might be a bit too much on the low back. And it's totally optional. And what does grounding mean to me? Feel every bit of the backs of your arms being supported by your mat, by the earth. Relax your legs. Let your muscles soften. If you've chosen to take pontoon / waterfall, go ahead and begin to bend your knees and bring one foot back to the mat and then the other. Take a few moments to rest in supported bridge. And bring your hands back down by your hips. And really ground into your feet to raise your hips. And take whatever support you have underneath you and place that aside. If you're using a strap, I suggest taking that off as well. Let your feet come as wide as your mat, so out to either edge of your mat, and let your knees fall in. And we're just here for about 30 seconds, just to counter that long back stretch. Release that low back. And now go ahead and bring your hips over towards the back of your mat. Inhale, bring your knees towards your chest. Arms come out into a T, and allow your legs to fall over to the front long edge of your mat. You can always grab a couple of blankets here. If your shoulders aren't on the ground, you can place them under your shoulders. You can place a blanket between your knees. You can grab a block too and place that between your knees, allowing it to relax. I'm going to go without props for supine twist. Head can be wherever it's most comfortable for you. What does grounding mean to me? And the last couple of breaths here. Your next inhale, begin to slowly bring your knees back up towards the ceiling or sky. Bring yourself into the center of your mat and just pause for a minute. And let that low back reset. Feel the energy rebounding through your body. And then begin to come to the front long edge of your mat. Inhale, bring your knees in towards your chest, and then let them fall towards the back long edge of your mat. And we move over to the sides of the mat so that when we let our legs fall over to one side, our spine is straight. That's the whole purpose of that. Ask yourself, do you feel supported in this moment? the muscles of your legs soften. Release any tension you feel in your legs. Allow the shoulders to relax and be deeply supported by the earth. Last couple of breaths here. On your next inhale, take the soles of your feet to the mat. Lift your hips, coming back into the center of the mat. Again, taking your feet out as wide as your mat and letting your knees fall in. Hands can come down by your hips. And take a couple of breaths here. Once again, asking yourself, has something changed for me since I began this practice? Physically, energetically, mentally, emotionally. And it's perfectly okay if nothing has changed. But I really hope that something has. And from here, just bring your feet back to center. Stretch one leg long down your mat, and then the other leg. Let the feet fall open for Savasana. Or you can always choose to roll over to either side and come into laying on your side, laying in a fetal position, whatever is most comfortable for you. If you set an intention at the beginning of this practice, now is the time to bring your mind back to that. And I'd like to read you a poem as you're relaxing in your final pose. It's from Donna Ashworth, and the book is To the Woman. I have used this book many times in my practices. And this particular poem is entitled To the Woman Who is Slowly Fading Away. To the woman who has lost her spark. To the woman whose get up and go has well and truly gone. This is for you. This is to remind you whose daughter you are. This is to remind you that you don't have to be everything to everyone every day. You didn't sign up for that. Remember when you used to laugh, sing, throw caution to the wind. Remember when you used to forgive yourself more quickly for not always being perfect. You can get that back again. You really can. And that doesn't have to mean letting people down or walking away. It just means being kinder to you. Feeling brave enough to say no sometimes. Being brave enough to stop sometimes and rest. It starts the moment you realize that you're not quite who you used to be. Some of that is good, some of that is not. There are parts of you that need to be brought back. And if anyone in your life is not okay with that, they are not your people. Your people will be glad to see that spark starting to light up again. So, if you have been slowly fading away, my friend, this is the time to start saying yes to things that bring you joy and no to things that don't. It's really pretty simple. So we're talking about grounding today. We are moving from summer to late summer in traditional Chinese medicine. There is actually a season called late summer, and it is the season associated with the earth element, just as the root chakra is. And both are associated with deeply grounding, so that we can move from the very active, the very young period of summer and into the more quiet, retrospective and yin periods of fall and winter. And it is really my mission in life to help women realize that rest is maybe a 4-letter word, but it's not a swear word. It's not impossible. And without rest, you're going to burn out. I'm going to give you a couple minutes of silence, and I'll let you know when it's time to start moving again. Feel free to stay in Savasana for as long as you need to. But if you have to get on with your day or your evening, just begin to take your attention to your breath. With each inhale, breathe in energy. With each long, slow exhale, breathe out anything you no longer need. Breathe in energy. Breathe out tension, stress. Breathe in energy. Breathe out anything you do not need. And as you feel ready, begin to wiggle your toes and your feet. And take any small movements that feel right in your body. Maybe looking from side to side, or stretching the head up and then bringing the chin down to your chest. Maybe wiggling the hips a little bit back and forth. And on your next inhale, stretch your arms up overhead, reaching up one side and then the other. The soles of your feet to the mat. Gently let your knees fall over to whichever side feels most comfortable to you. And pause here. Take a few deep breaths. And slowly press into your palms, bringing yourself up into an upright position. Inhale, bring the palms of your hands together in front of your heart, really pressing into those middle fingers. Elbows come out to either side, thumbs come into the sternum, lifting your heart. Head bows slightly over your hands. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you be free from pain and suffering. And may you feel grounded and calm. Thank you so much for joining me today. Give gratitude to yourself for making the time for you to recharge, to reset. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. If you'd like to practice with me again, go ahead and subscribe and click the bell. Take a peek in the description box below where you can join my Facebook group. And if you have to go on with your day, I hope you do with a very calm, very grounded, very focused feeling. If you have a few minutes to sit and journal, I have a few questions for you. One is the very one we've been pondering all throughout this practice. What does grounding mean to me? Use your own self-discovery, or as it's known in yoga, svadhyaya. And then there's a few more questions I have for you. What activities make you feel grounded? What foods make you feel grounded? What places make you feel grounded? What people make you feel grounded? When you're feeling grounded, what are you hearing? What are you feeling against your skin? What are you seeing? What are you smelling? Maybe what are you tasting? Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week. By the way, if you're wondering why I've been burning incense lately, I just wanted to mention this. We've had a really, really, really wet summer, and the mosquitoes are fierce. And I've been getting a lot of mosquito bites when I film these videos. So I was buying some new bug spray, and I noticed that they had some incense and several different scents, and I decided to give that a try. So this is the second time that I've been burning it while I've been filming, but I think that it's helping, and I'll keep you abreast if you want to know. And you can probably find this in the description box as well. Have a great day.